boy, you guys, I'm getting 2011 vibes here because last week at Homestead Miami, we have two first time winners, and one of them is not a driver. All that coming up on Post Checkered Flag. What's up, everyone? Welcome to this week's episode of Post Checkered Flag. We're going to discuss everything from the results, as well as some controversy from the Xfinity race, as well as some breaking news coming from Our Motorsports that came down just a few short days, an hour, 24 hours ago, which I'll get my thoughts on here. And by the time this video goes up, we are less than 24 hours away from the first race in Las Vegas. So, without any further ado, let's jump into the Xfinity results. Starting off with the top 10. Alright, so here we go. We're going to start off with the top 10. I should make a bit of a disclaimer. Second place was originally supposed to be Tyler Reddick in the 23 for Our Motorsports, speak of the devil. But he failed post-race, so as a result, he got disqualified. So what I'm reading now is the official results. Here, as I got my notes. In 10th place is Josh Berry in the A car. Not a bad first performance for him. And in 9th place will be Jeremy Clements at the 51 for JCR. Really epic performance for him. Not bad. In 8th, it is Ryan Sieg, and we'll get to him shortly. So 7th, it's Brett Moffitt in the 02, if I can find it. Unless Our Sports is not even in the game, which I think it is not in the game. Yeah. It is not in the game. So Brett Moffitt finished 7th. In 7th, it is Justin Haley. Good to see Collie get the first point, his first top 10 of the season. And in 5th place, okay, seriously, we all know this is coming. Austin Cindric, and the way he's been racing lately, don't be surprised he's in the Final Four at Phoenix at the end of the season. And in 4th place, it is Jeb Burton in the 10. Again, another top 5 for Jeb. Definitely, boy, am I glad to see that. And in 3rd place, and boy, this was desperately needed for him, Daniel Hemrick in the 18. And in the second place, who benefited from the disqualification, is Brandon Jones. And in 1st place, and a first-time Xfinity Series winner, as I go literally right past him, all right by him, there he is, Myatt Snyder. I've always keep calling him Matt Snyder, but no, I'm guessing the pronunciation is Myatt Snyder. A great win for him. Big congratulations to him. So there we go. But before we get to the points, let's talk about some of the top performers. Of course, as we talk about top performance, we also have to talk about some controversy. Of course, Josh Berry in the 8 did a pretty good job. Another great performance is Riley Herbst in the 98. And boy, the performers were sort of calling him a bust, even though technically they didn't say he was a bust. But starting 29th to get a top 15, really good performance for Riley Herbst, as well as J.J. Yaley in the 17. Good work on his part as well. So a big 1,000 points for Riley Herbst, as I mentioned earlier. And also, we had a couple of debuts. I probably saved myself a couple of emails by mentioning this. We also had a highly anticipated debut of one Santino Ferrucci. If you're an F1 fan, you should probably know who he is, because he was one of Haas's first test drivers. But since it was revealed that he was a dick, he wanted to give stock cars a try, and he finished in the top 30, so for a first-timer, not bad. Not bad. Now, I should mention with Our Motorsports, since before we get to the controversy, Our Motorsports bought the chassis of the 23, making Our Motorsports a two-car team. I had to get the think there for a second there. But the big question is, where is this going to lead Natalie Decker? Are they going to make it a part-time car, making between Decker and Reddick? Or, because we know Reddick's racing on Saturday, so there's that. But, alright, I think you guys know what I want to talk about. Let's talk about that heartbreaking loss to Noah Gragson. Well, with Gragson, he was pretty much dominant up until the final, near the end of the race, where David Starr had his tire go down and he went up in the wheel and got in the way of Gragson, damaging his car. And we saw in the post-race interview, he called him a dipshit, saying that he shouldn't be driving. Now, I would complain about the censors, but to be fair, why is David Starr here? Honestly, I thought the Xfinity Series is for future drivers, not gentleman drivers. You should be racing in a gentleman series, kind of like what Tony Stewart's league is, SRX, I believe that's what it's called. But calling him a dipshit, and I know people want dipshit t-shirts being sold, but in reality, that's not going to happen. This is not Formula One. We're not getting NASCAR's equivalent of the "To Whom It May Concern" t-shirt that Valtteri Bottas got. And also, some of this blame should go to the media. Because honestly, they should have let him calm down a little bit. Otherwise, if the media doesn't let the drivers calm down after getting wrecked, possibly intentionally, we're going to keep getting moments like this. So, yeah, there's my thoughts on that. Now let's talk about the point standings. Alright, here we go. Leading in the points at the end of 3 races, to the surprise of nobody, it is Austin Cindric. Following with 147, not that far behind, is the aforementioned Myatt Snider. Almost said it again, damn it. And third will be Daniel Hemrick, by 1 point behind Snider. 118, 117. Fourth place is Jeb Burton with 106. And fifth is Brandon Jones with 93. Not that 3 points behind Jones is Justin Haley. Justin Haley with 90. 1 point behind Haley, it is Toyota's top prospect right now, Harrison Burton, with 89. 2 points behind him will be Jeremy Clements in the 51. Boy, brought a great start for the 51. And with 75 points, Brandon Brown, boy, that might be a good start for that team. And in 10th place, with 70 points, AJ Allmendinger. Boy, he's having a quiet start, isn't he? So there you guys go. That's your recap for the Xfinity race. Now let's get ready for Cup. Alright everyone, let's not waste any time. Let's talk about the Dixie Vodka 400 at Homestead Miami Speedway. In 10th place, we have Kyle Busch. And boy, that's a solid outing. Still have a bit of a rocky start for Mr. Rowdy himself. In 9th place, a pretty good result for Alex Bowman. And in 8th place, after a loose wheel, a top 10 finish for Kurt Busch. Not a bad day for him. And in hold on a moment. Sorry about that. And in 7th place, and boy, this was kind of somewhat of a bit of a surprise. Ryan Newman in the 6th, finishing in 7th place. And in 6th place, we have Michael McDowell. Boy, talk about a dream start for this guy. Holy moly. Yeah, 6th place is Michael McDowell. And in 5th place, still a bit of a rocky start for him, Kevin Harvick. In 4th place, Kyle Larson in the 5. In 4th, he was 3rd until the final lap for Martin Truex. Ended up catching him on the last lap, with Fox didn't show. Great job, guys. So, yep, Truex finished 3rd. In 2nd place again is Tyler Reddick. And no, he did not get disqualified this time. And in 1st place, as a Hendrick fan, I could not be more happy about this one. William Byron is the winner of the Dixie Vodka 400, starting 31st. Everyone was sleeping on Byron, but he had a really good day, giving his new crew chief, Rudy Fugle, his first win as a crew chief in Cup. And I still figured out why I thought there was a rule that he had to go through Xfinity before, but nope. And I love the call after he crossed the start-finish line saying, "Get used to winning." So this may very well be a breakout season for William Byron and the 24. And plus, seeing the 24 back in victory lane, it's a good thing. Alright, let's talk about some of the breakout moments for this team. Of course, I talked about Michael McDowell. Jeez, he's having a pretty good start so far this season. I don't know if it's going to hold up, but could this be the breakout season that front row needed? Chase Elliott finished 14th, which that hurt, but also gotta give a bit of a shout out to Trackhouse Racing with Daniel Suarez getting their first top 15, and boy, I feel bad for Chase Briscoe. Chase Briscoe in that 14. So far, not the best of starts. best to start, so there's that on that. Oh, there's that on that one. And there is going to be a video coming on who have been a top surprises and disappointment every 5 races. So we'll talk more about that 2 weeks down the road. So we'll definitely keep an eye on that video of Post Checker Flags for top 5 surprises and disappointments. So that's all I have to say. I'm just thrilled that we got a Chevrolet victory finally after getting dominated by Fords and Toyotas. Well, then again, this is only the 3rd beeping race. So let's talk about the points. Okay, leading in the points with 139. It is Denny Hamlin with 139. In second place with 20 points behind him will be Kevin Harvick. In third place with 108, Joey Logano, surprisingly. And speaking of surprises, in fourth place, just 2 points behind Logano. Yep, Michael McDowell. And 1 point behind McDowell are the defending champ, Chase Elliott. And 1 point behind him is the monster, Kurt Busch. And a few points behind him, oh thank God we don't have to do one more point here, Christopher Bell with 99. And in 8th is Kyle Larson with 97. And 1 point behind him, yep, we're going back to that stupid trend, is Martin Truex Jr. And 1 point behind him, jeez Louise, how many 1-pointers are we going to get here? Jeez, I'm getting kind of. It is Brad Keselowski with 95. And that's going to practically do it. I'm not going to do the full bracket. And just saying, with 67 points, right now, I know it's way too early with 67 tied with Chris Buescher. Bubba Wallace may very well make the chase with 67, with it being a 16-team format. Will he make it? Well, it's too early to tell. So, all right, I guess that's it. Thank you guys for watching this Post Checker Flag. I'll hopefully be back earlier than sooner for posting. I apologize for being so late. As I said, we are less than 24 hours away from the truck race in Las Vegas. And I will see you guys around the track for the next edition of Post Checkered Flag. See you next time.